Hello there, everyone. It's Liam Carlson here with another episode of The Originals, episode 4 of Season 5. Yeah, that last episode was just amazing. One of the best episodes within the Vampire Diaries universe, in my opinion. The focus on Elijah, as well as the focus of what it means to be a vampire, was just well done and well directed and just great stuff. Great storytelling, especially in terms of adding a layer of complication to Elijah's arc because of the fact that Klaus has been trying to get him to essentially wake up, but he's not doing it. Elijah Michelson is dead. So, but of course, I'm assuming we're gonna remedy that at some point this season. But still, it was just amazing. So, yeah. With that said, let's get into this episode of The Originals. It is episode number 4 of season 5. I'll move this out the way first. Let's go.
And each year, the greatest tradition of all endures. Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
In spite of all our differences, the whole city celebrates carnival season together.
David, I'm liking this fabric.
There are more than 80
whatever
groups
happens in the
join
past
party
4
the week leading up
seasons,
to Fat Tuesday.
it doesn't matter when it comes to
Each crew
this.
more unique than the last.
It always thrives.
Told me that Hayley had gone missing. There were a dozen of us witches out there on them streets performing locator spells trying to find
At least
her.
they were
because
trying to
Hayley
help.
is actually a friend to us, okay? Hayley, unlike you, has earned our respect. And out of respect to her, I'm only gonna say this to you one time, Klaus. We had absolutely nothing to do with her disappearance.
To cover their tracks.
Oh boy.
If you didn't take her, I suggest you find out who did.
I don't
You
think
really
he's
my
looking in
guys
the
would
right
be that
direction.
stupid? They know that
Oh,
if they even
goodness.
laid a finger on Hayley, they'd be answering to me.
Yeah,
Or was
Marcel
it you who ordered
wouldn't.
the vampires to antagonize the wolves and string
Hell
up
would
that
freeze
hybrid
over
boy?
before Marcel allowed anything
No,
to happen.
I
to
didn't
him.
think so. Mother, by sundown, then your entire faction will face the wrath of my disappointment.
Jeez,
Close proximity of just 2
Klaus.
Michelsons turned rain to blood. Imagine what would happen if I were to turn to my siblings for help. Our little family reunion would cause hellfire to devour us all.
Yo, he's going off. He's going off more than the norm.
Nothing. He wasn't there.
No, you two didn't come face to face? Because last I heard, Hope's picking maggots out of her cafeteria food.
You seem to forget that my other siblings carry this curse.
So this is because Cole and Rebecca
Yeah,
had an
it's
impromptu
their
reunion.
She's certainly not with you,
fault.
is she?
He's Sir Secret Agent.
Freya, I know that this is hard for you to hear, but Ivy's cards predicted that your niece might in fact be the devil in disguise, so you cannot be soft on her.
She's 15. The future isn't written in stone.
Yeah, teenagers
here.
can be the worst, can't
Take care
they?
of it.
Good luck.
You too.
That's it. She's 15. Devil in disguise.
Could be wrong, but I think this is the part where you invite me in.
Or maybe not.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought she was acting a little shifty.
From mission, no time for chit-chat.
Look, you want to shed blood today, get in line. I care about Hayley, too, so be a dick to everyone else, but watch your tone with me.
Ah!
We're here.
I don't think I've ever heard something like that before.
Wait.
The originals. Be a dick to someone else.
What are you here?
Klaus.
Whose print is that? Oh boy. Freak Filth Cross. Whoa! What the hell is this? What? That's cheating! That's cheating! Hey, ref! Where's the ref? What the hell? You can't do that on football!
What do you want me to say?
I mean, it makes sense.
My mom's missing.
Like, she's looking into this. I
Trying
would
to
too.
break every possible spell in those books by yourself would take 1,000 years.
You need an expert.
This is exactly why I didn't want to tell you. And guess what? You and the witches haven't gotten anywhere. I'm coming at it from
Which
a different
means
angle.
this is pretty big
Okay.
stuff.
We'll head down to the water.
I don't know about her. It's a bit extreme.
And here I thought we were friends.
Okay, fine. You caught me bad-mouthing you. But I
Who
was
hasn't
bad-mouthing while
bad-mouthed
also doing what you
Klaus?
asked, so
That is the
I'm
question.
thinking they-
Actually, allow me to speak for you. If you don't do as I say, I will hunt down anyone you love, and then blood, gore,
God,
screaming
Klaus is
death.
off it! Yo!
I win.
Holy shit!
Did I do it justice?
I don't think you could have put it any better, Josh.
No one in your ranks did this.
I'm 100% sure you.
7 years ago, I would have said absolutely, but now I seem to be getting more attitude than allegiance.
And that can lead to someone
I'm gonna tell you
having a
something
mind of their
myself.
own.
I appreciated this city a hell of a lot more when it ran like a democracy and not like a monarchy. Truth be told, none of y'all missed.
Ooh.
He took a
Those words also apply to your daughter. Did you forget
All
that?
of this is for my daughter.
Oh boy.
They took Hayley by force.
Or there was a problem with your cloaking spell. Maybe you missed a step. Left a loophole
That's
open.
it. Hope's
No,
still
of
an
course I
amateur
didn't.
at the end of the day.
Fine. You were
She can be
followed.
good, but she can
And
still
we
be a little
retrace
bit
every step
sloppy.
you took.
You do all right, but let's not lose sight of the goal here. To get Hayley back home safely.
Why do we care about Hayley? She's not one of us.
Are you
Was it us? Look, I've only seen your face 3 times in my
Yeah,
entire
I'm
life,
suspicious
all right? So
of
let's not
her
start throwing
as well
stones about who's who.
as
might not know
Roman.
me.
If Josh dies because of you two, I will bury you both with him.
He will not let that fly, like I said.
Now get out there and fight her!
I mean, he has said that he's had a bit of an attitude problem in terms of people being kept in line.
I took my ex-husband to a burlesque club on our 5th anniversary. Should I blame myself because he left me for one of the dancers?
How'd
Yeah,
you get over
he's a
that?
dick.
What, the humiliation? The rage?
The grief.
Like, it's his loss as
I tell
well.
my
Like, she
friends
looks
he
great.
Second, feeling like you're anything other than beautiful.
Sometimes does come, doesn't it? With,
This
yeah.
is fleeting.
Like, especially if you've been
This
burned
needed
by
some
love.
self-battle.
Oh, God. Season finale. Or series finale, in this case.
Cunning. Roger came here. He's walking a fine line. But he's on the right side of it.
Okay.
For now.
For now. So... Good news! Good news!
And if he were here, he would know exactly what to say. But he's not. I am. And I'm saying you misplayed this. Let the prisoners go.
You think I should be weak?
It's not a sign of weakness.
Just give in to my enemy.
If keeping Hayley
I
alive
doubt
makes
they
you
would
weak,
care about their fate.
yes.
Don't presume because he's gone.
I understand. I do. Look, I understand that pain. But you gotta move through it, okay? You can't let it cloud your judgment, not with Hayley's life on the line.
I love that, though. He does... Because he understands, I think, most of all, the bond between Klaus and Elijah. Oh my God.
They mutilated her.
Oh my God.
Something's changed. The death card.
Whoever...
Oh,
Oh,
God,
no. No.
Just let me help.
Please.
If I break the barrier,
Anyways, whoever did this
Then he can make a game out
deserves to die
Not
painfully.
interested.
It's time you gave that back.
Oh, shit, Vincent. It's like, well, we need to put you in your place because you're going a little bit unhinged. Now you killed those 2 extras.
Hope. You're a firstborn Michelson witch with a terrifying amount of power, even without the darkness that your family is keeping you away from.
So what? I'm so sensitive, everyone's afraid I'm just gonna flip out?
I mean,
Well,
you
when
could
people
carry
like
your
you and me
father's
flip out-
tendencies.
Why, so you can keep stalling me?
You can't shut down or we'll eat you up inside.
Leave me alone.
Hope.
I
is it,
said,
though. She's gonna
leave me
get-
alone! Oh,
It's what
stop
you
it!
worried about. It's like giving a hollow ammunition.
Every word of it. Even at our most estranged, there was always a trace of the brother I loved, but not anymore. Every part of him was unfamiliar.
It's like rock bottom for Klaus.
And by the freaks and the crossbreeds like us.
I mean, especially if they're a new source of power hybrids.
So that those who care for her would suffer.
This is a way to get back at power, I guess.
All in line, and until Hayley Marshall is found, I am changing the rules. First, I'm restricting movements. No more daylight rings.
Ooh.
You have no right to do that. You know what? Break the rules, defy our orders. No more head guard. Just your head.
Damn. I mean,
any questions?
Yeah. Is this epic or just epically amazing? I mean, it makes sense for them to, you know, put aside their past difference. They need to work together.
Now's the part that you're supposed to say that you're not.
Oh, I'm terrified. But I'm kind of a risk taker.
Like it's a risk for you to take Hayley because you know your head's on the chopping block.
The spirit, the earth, this city, together as one.
Together as one.
Together as one.
Together as one. Together as one. Together as one. Together as one.
Ooh,
War has been declared on our people.
That's it.
First, the vampires kill a boy at the beginning of his journey. And then someone abducts our alpha. And now our fate is in the hands of Klaus Michelson, a madman who denies his
This is
wish
really
to
going to
our
be testing
community.
people, but I'm really
Killing
excited to see where things are going to go.
What do you want? You can take your time commemorating your dad. But when you're done, Marcel and I need your help. We know that it was a vampire.
He's like the audacity.
Back to the top of the food chain.
Hey!
Let me tell you something. If you come after my witches again, it is going to be a war, and I don't mean a war between you and the Covens. I mean a war between you and me.
It's kind of, I'm not gonna lie, appetizing considering how powerful Vincent is.
Message. From enemies I thought I buried long, long ago.
Wait, what? Wait, what? What? Nazis? Just get GI Robot here. Just get him onto the originals into New Orleans. He'll take care of them. Yeah. That'll be glorious. Yeah, I don't know, though. You know, for a final season, with only a limited amount of episodes as well. Yeah, it does feel a little, I don't know. Because, again, I mean, obviously, they still are around, they are still around in the 21st century and all of that, so, yeah. But I mean, obviously, I feel like it does make sense to incorporate them in an earlier season, maybe. So, yeah. But for the final season, if you're going to put them as your big bad and all of that, it does, yeah. It does feel a little, I don't know. I don't want to say watered down because obviously, you know, with Nazis, they are a terrifying prospect and all of that. So yeah, but we'll just have to wait and see because there's less than 10 episodes now. So it can either only be a couple of episodes or they could be, because I think they've got to start building towards something as well, other than just the Hollow and the risk of that inside the Michelsons and all of that. So yeah. But it does seem likely. Of course, you could just be jumping to assumption that, okay, well, Nazis are going to be the big bad for the final season of the originals. It just, like, again, you could have had them in an earlier season of not just the originals, but the Vampire Diaries itself, right? So yeah, just to leave them in the to leave them in the last season of the originals is kind of wild. So yeah. Especially when you've got to consider the 1,000 years of history that these vampires have had, or the Michelsons have had. Again, you kind of expect a little bit of a bigger threat in a sense. So, not to say that they weren't in World War II or whatever, but again, you're just thinking of the likes of the Hollow. You're just thinking of Michael, for example, and it's just such a basic concept as well. Again, I feel like it could have been a thing for earlier seasons, but it could also but it does kind of scream, well, we've got nothing substantial to kind of this just seemed to be a bit of a I don't know, a basic idea in a sense. So like I said, when it comes to the Hollow, for example, I mean, that does have especially with the creation of the werewolf curse and all of that, it does have a bit of substance there. So yeah, and even that was, I felt like, a little bit underwhelming, especially in terms of I know what her name is, but I just can't I'm just gonna butcher saying it, knowing me. But even with her physical form and all of that, didn't even last that long. And I was kind of expecting something a little bit more in a sense. So there's a little bit of an idea of this gauntlet in my mind. This kind of gauntlet of Klaus's enemies just try to converge on him one by one and just kind of wear him down. That kind of works a little bit more than, Nazis in my mind, because again, it's a gauntlet and you're wearing down this person who has such a dominating history, I would say, in terms of terrorizing people. So yeah. But yeah. It was just yeah. It was just a really, really interesting episode, though, in terms of seeing Klaus, again, just descend, really, because he was. And that is mainly because of, I mean, it's obviously this whole debacle with Hayley. He does want her alive, and he doesn't want Hope to lose her mother, of course. But there is a level of care, not of course in terms of a romantic way, but also, but he does have a level of care for Hayley. But that added with Elijah and him not wanting to be in part of the Michelsons, like I said, the dynamic between him and Elijah is rock bottom, because he even said like I've always felt like this kind of even a flicker of connectivity between him and Elijah. And now that flicker is gone. Elijah doesn't want any part of the Michelsons. He even said Elijah Michelson's dead. And again, that's put Klaus at rock bottom, to the point where he's just unhinged, that there is no stopping this train. The brakes are completely cut. And it does create a little bit of a terrifying aspect, doesn't it? Especially now that you've got this whole partnership with Marcel, which I dig. I dig the partnership reuniting once more with I mean, to be fair, when it comes, Marcel even said they've had a little bit of an attitude problem as of recent. So, yeah. There needs to be some kind of, I'm gonna put my foot down approach, when it comes to having a tight hold on the city. So, yeah. And that tight hold extends to Josh. Even he has to give up his daylight ring, because he needs to put his foot down. There could be no exceptions. There could be, he's my favorite. He's my second. None of that shit. Until something gets done about this shit, about Hayley. Yeah. So I'm really curious to see where things will go with this whole situation, with, because you saw like how she They sent a piece of her skin and all of that. I was thinking it was going to be a finger or something like that. Like, I know it seems cliche, but yeah. But it kind of makes sense as well, like, especially now that we know who might be behind this kidnapping. So, yeah. And there is this whole situation of, you know, purity and all of that in terms of you know, those who cross breeds and all of that, they're inferior, they are impure and all of that. So yeah, honestly, it was kind of great stuff to see how Klaus was really pushing his limit and all of that, even with Vincent being done, understandably killing the two other hostages. And I do like the whole aspect of, you know, one from each clan. It's kind of giving early Vampire Diaries aspects when, you know, we first encountered the Michelsons a long time ago. But this is a sacrifice of you know, of a different matter, really, in terms of it's all about Hayley at the end of the day. But yeah, I mean, I'm really excited to see where they do take things when it comes to Klaus and Marcel and having a role in things, and what's going to happen when Elijah does inevitably come back, because he will come back. Yeah, I also got to say that as well, Vincent, again, just continuing to shine. Yeah, when like with Vincent, he has he's had enough, which I can't blame. And he is he's going to try and lay down that, no, I'm not doing this helping gig anymore. So yeah. Even, when they were, when both, I guess, werewolves and witches, they were mourning, you know, the hostages that got killed. And there was that, like, declaration and all that. Yeah. But Vincent, you know, he's been burnt by the Michelsons too many a times, and it's enough. This is enough. And I do wonder what's going to happen in the long run, because, I mean, this does seem like an act of defiance and all of that. Like, I'm done helping them. But, of course, you got to account for Hope as well. So, yeah. I'm worried about Roman as well, like, trying to influence Hope. Especially if she's got this, like, potential inside her that could make or break, I guess, New Orleans. But, yeah. So I do wonder if he's part of the Nazi group, because I have my suspicions about him. I've had it since day one. But yeah, very interesting stuff. Very interesting revelation towards the end. We'll see where they go with this, but I just feel like in terms of ideas and all of that, it seems like we can't think of anything to be fair. So this is what we're doing. Again, I think if they used them for an earlier season, it would make a bit more, it wouldn't have, like, for me, garnered a bit more of a questionable, because again, Nazis, they're going to exist, in terms of the Vampire Diaries or whatever, because they exist in the real world. Even in 2026, it makes sense that there would be, you know, someone who, would still, like, especially from 1940s era. Someone, I mean, look at Supernatural, for example, with the Fool. And I think their placement does kind of work and all of that. It's not bottom of the barrel material because, like, the Fool, like, they're not introducing them in the final season. Like, they introduced, what was it, season 8 or something like that? So, yeah, so it's, you know, good enough, really. So, yeah. And they used, you know, characters from the from World War II, Germany. So, yeah, it does make sense. It just feels like it kind of feels like if you put a filler episode, like as, the third to last or the second to last episode, and it just feels like, okay, well, this could have been done earlier, if that makes sense. So, because you don't want to lose that momentum and all of that. And it's kind of the same when it comes to an antagonist and all of that. Anyways, with that said, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!